Yeah, so yes, you, yes, you too. And yes, you, look, see, they lied to you about vaping. I know you've heard stuff like vaping is a safer alternative to smoking conventional cigarettes, it's just flavoring without all the cancer, etc., etc. But the truth is that vaping exposes you to lung damaging chemicals and can lead to severe health problems like lung irritation, lung scarring, high BP, and addiction. But before we move forward, just like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. The first lie is just water. It's not just water, it's aerosol. Aerosol has a lot of negative implications, so you won't likely see it being advertised for vape cigarettes. When you puff vape cigarettes, there's a heat that heats up a liquid and produces an aerosol that is ingested. This liquid is often derived from tobacco and contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive chemical. Look, even vape cigarettes that claim to be nicotine free have been found to contain at least small amounts of nicotine. And since nicotine is highly addictive, it poses a serious threat to adults and teenagers with developing bodies and brains. Another lie you've probably heard is that smoking is safer than cigarettes. This lumber has been there from day one. And the people trying to sell vaping to you will tell you that the vaping e-cigarettes is an healthier alternative to smoking tobacco. Okay, I've seen you. But let's talk about it. While vaping doesn't necessarily contain the mixture of 7,000 chemicals found in a regular cigarette, it contains more than half of these harmful chemicals, which is far from safe. Chemicals like ultra-fine particles or nanoscale size particles that can be inhaled deep into the lungs. Number 2, diacetyl, which is a flavoring chemical linked to lung disease. Number 3, chemicals and heavy metals such as nickel, tin, and lead, which can cause cancer. Number 4, propylene glycol or vegetable glycerin, which is considered non-toxic only when eaten, but when you inhale it, can cause severe lung damage, asthma, cancer. Safe my is YouTube, so we can't swear. Safe my behind. So one very popular lie about vaping is that vaping has no health risk. Come off it. Look, vape cigarettes have their own unique potential health risk because there are organs in the body that might be immune to the effects of cigarette smoke but can potentially be harmed by the vape cigarette aerosol. For example, the aerosols in vape contain propylene glycol, which is now metabolized, broken down by the liver into propionaldehyde, which is actually related to formaldehyde. You see where I'm going to? This colorless, strong-smelling, flammable chemical can cause irritation of the skin, your eyes, your nose, and your throat. So when propionaldehyde accumulates in the body, it increases the potential for liver damage. Yes, this chemical also accumulates in the retina. Yes, this your eye, at the back of it. So there's potential for retinal damage and blindness because many vape cigarette products are not as natural and healthy as they claim to be. and the last lie, but definitely not the least, vaping won't make you smoke. Look, the people who vape are more likely to start regular smoking. Yes, cigarettes. And they are more likely to develop other addictions in the future because research is showing that 30% of vape cigarettes users began smoking within 6 months. And what's even more troubling is the fact that these numbers are increasing. You're on the right? So instead of being a method for people to quit smoking, it seems to be a gateway to actually start smoking. So don't be deceived by these lies that lead you to vaping. It's extremely dangerous and I highly will not recommend it. But Aproko is just for fun and people do it. Well, Emeka and Ikechi, don't join them. And share this video with them so that they can know the truth and stop putting their life at risk. And for you, giving it a thought or two. I mean, the most effective way to stop vaping is to never start vaping in the first place. But if you do vape, quitting can be hard, but not impossible. Don't be afraid to visit your nearest health center, ask your doctor for help. I hope with this few points of mine have been able to convince you and not confuse you. And now that you know the truth and the lies, hope you make the right decision.